You clicked on this video for one reason, and one reason only. To be the best van driver the world has ever seen. In this short step-by-step guide, you'll go from an anxious, fearful commuter to a brave, fearless van operator. First off, you don't drive a van, you operate a piece of kit. What's a piece of kit, you don't ask? Well, as your van is your main home besides your one-bedroom flat, you will hold literally everything in that massive boot behind you. Tools, half of B&Q, stolen goods, the list goes on. Believing that your van is your main valuable item and that if anything happens to it, any person in the nearest vicinity will be sure to hear about it. If you stop thinking, oh, who's at fault, you'll soon realise that anything you ever do on the road is never actually your fault. Everyone is out to get you and will claim against you. This is where some of our patented defensive driving tactics come in. Number 1. Tailgating. Getting as close to a vehicle as possible normally makes the other driver slow down, allowing you to overtake. If this doesn't work, we have a more advanced tactic. 2. Make your presence known. If the driver in front of you is so thick that they can't see through the permanent brain fog in their head, we suggest you do one of the van drivers free. The whole. Horn, obscenities, or lights. Maybe then the pensioner in front of you might move out of the way for you to go about your very important business. Did you know that, statistically, 100% of van drivers lose their job if they are more than 5 minutes late? Here's another one. Did you know no one ever has died at 70 miles an hour before? Statistically, most road deaths occur once a vehicle has reached 0 miles an hour. With this new knowledge, you should feel comfortable knowing that there will be no consequences to your actions. In case you were unaware, most vans are typically made from steel, a very hard substance that hurts when you punch it. Combine this with the fact that your van will be 2 times heavier than most other vehicles, and you'll end up having yourself a tactical ramming vehicle. Plus, with the added bonus of plastic bumpers up front and rear, replacement parts won't be an issue. Your job is of the highest importance. Therefore, anyone driving too slowly or making ill-advised decisions is actively attempting to curb your business. Watch out for crossovers and learner cars and you should be good. Now that we've covered the basics, it's time for your more advanced course. This section will include more intense driving techniques, so we advise you to only try these once you've mastered the first course. So without further ado, let's continue. Let's say you're cruising along in the outside lane at around 74 miles an hour when a road user in an ETK passes you in the inside lane. Not only is this an ego-shattering move, it is incredibly threatening. This essentially means that the other driver wants to attack you. Now, I know this section is called offensive driving, and by the way this is going, you may think it may be defensive. This is where you are wrong. It is only defensive if the other driver strikes first. Moving on, we recommend a swift blow towards the left of the rear quarter panel, followed by a strike towards the right rear quarter panel once the vehicle countersteers. This should bring the other road user to a shocking yet reasonably safe stop, and ensures no one else will be able to overtake you. Or want to. Well, it appears that you've got in trouble with the law. No worries. With these few simple tricks, you should be able to shake them easily. If you happen to run into the law during the late hours of the night, turning off your light should help you blend into the dark, barren streets, and ensure the law won't be able to see your massive white 2-ton box of steel. Remember when we mentioned how heavy your van was? Well, here's where that comes into play. Slam down your brakes, switch to reverse, and drive directly into the car behind you. This should immobilise the police car as their vehicle will either be totaled or they'll have to fill out paperwork to continue the chase. To cause an officer to lose control, plan a manoeuvre that would result in you ending up behind the car and, instead of planting your car on theirs, as you would in a pit manoeuvre, swiftly crash into the side of the car. This should result in devastating damage towards the other vehicle, but keep in mind that severe damage may occur towards your vehicle too. This is only recommended for the highly skilled or the highly desperate. Once you've gained a sufficient amount of speed and the officer chasing you is a few meters away, pull the handbrake and turn your car sideways. The heavy steel body should resist the impact whilst almost guaranteeing the other car will be immediately immobilised. Once you've been hit, release the handbrake and turn the wheel fully in the direction you need to go. We must remind you that this is a last-ditch effort and could result in major damage to you, your cargo, or your vehicle. Now, for our last section of the video, picking the best van. This is possibly the most important choice you'll make in your van driving career. The van you pick will determine how you act and drive, so let's go through some of the options. If you like the sound of owning a small business and financing a small German hatchback, the Gavril Scout is perfect for you. Typically bought by fleet buyers and small businesses, the Scout is the clean, modern option for the more refined van drivers. This type of driver is typically under hire by a company and will usually have no regard for the vehicle they're driving, let alone other road users. If you're looking for something cheaper and a bit less respectable, the old reliable T-Wagon may just be what you're looking for. This hunk of metal is significantly cheaper than the Scout, but is around 30 years older and suffers from significant rust issues. One benefit is that it came standard with a 5-cylinder engine, adding to the overall cool factor of the van. Also, it probably has the most iconic van look out of any other van. And finally, for the insane population out there, there's the Ibishu Pigeon, a 550cc inline-3 tin can. You will not find one of these. There's only around 89 left in the UK and an estimated 300 in Europe. This is the type of van you buy for street cred and nothing else. Zero practicality, no speed, and a horrific lack of safety. And, of course, to help you make your decision, we have a few tests lined up. So, let's get to the track. First up, a simple quarter-mile drag race. 3, 2, 1, go! Yeah, well, no surprises there. Now, for a loading test. Next up, we have a staged police chase. We have this 2-litre Ibishu Pessima, normally used back in the 1990s to early 2000s in the Metropolitan Police Force. It will chase each and every van around the circuit. Each lap every van does without being pitted off into the side wins.